I'm gonna end up doing something crazy, and I'm gonna let listener appear in this episode where he has a little talk with Mr. and Mrs. Elliot with a few drones at his side. It's been already a month after when Sin and Tessa made a deal where listener ended up being protected by none other than Sin. Thankfully, Tessa was glad that Sin agreed on her term, and Tessa agreeing on the condition of Sin Zone. She didn't like it because it felt wrong, but anything to keep her darling safe. Let's just say her darling is gonna be safe, just not what she expected. Listener was actually finishing making a little something for Tessa. To tell you the truth, he managed to get ingredients for her. She made him feel happy and stuff. Just as listener was finishing up his dessert, a strawberry shortcake for Tessa, he ended up hearing the door open, and he was excited and looked at Tessa. Hey Tessa, how's... Oh my god! He stopped when he ended up seeing a huge bruise mark on Tessa's face. Oh my god, Tessa! Racing towards her and held her swollen, bruised cheek. Oh my god, who did this to you? It's okay. I just did something horrible and... Well, father laid his hand on... Oh no, Tessa. I told you to stop. I don't want you to get hurt. What am I supposed to do? She was now crying. My father and mother said if I do anything, they're gonna punish me more. That's why I'm here in the first place. I don't know what to do. I'm scared, listener. I'm scared, she said, crying as she hugged listener. Listener looked at Tessa, and then he felt it. A fury of anger, revenge, and everything else that he was bottling in, starting to snap. This was by far the last thing he wants to see Tessa. And let's just say here, folks, she's not gonna end up worrying about it, thanks to, let's just say, a little talk from listener. That night, as he put Tessa to sleep on the bed he made, he went to have a little talk with the headmasters. That night, as both James and Louise slept, he ended up making his move. He ended up talking with some of the drones who liked him, explaining what he was planning to do, and frankly, let's just say 2 words, they're in. That night, the door of the bedroom of their own opened, and next thing you know, both black bags were put over the two. Ow! What's going on? Ah! They ended up screaming as they were dragged to a room, as they ended up being tied down. Next thing you knew, the bags were taken off, and in front of them was none other than listener, standing at them with a pissed off look. A look that left them chills. What is the meaning of this? James said as he looked around, trying to stay, in control. What is the meaning of this? What are you two contractions doing? Let me go this instant! He was shut up by one of them slapping across the face. Shut the fuck up, you flesh bag, and let the boss talk. Sir? The one with green eyes said. Go ahead. I just ended up having a little talk with Tessa. And here I thought you guys would change. He said quietly with a low, deep anger voice. After when I ended up seeing that huge bruise mark across her face, I knew for a fact that you will never change. And which is why I'm here. He got up, slowly walking towards James, the man who ended up slapping her. I ended up also knowing that you were the one that hurt her, didn't you? I only did it because she needs to show some respect. Ah! He was shut up again when he was slapped across the face. Wrong fucking answer. Now tell me, which hand did you use? I have no obligation to answer. He screamed once more, but instead of getting slapped, His finger was popped in a way you do not want to see. Louisa ended up looking scared and stayed shut up as she saw James being tortured. Tell me again, which fucking hand did you use? James didn't look because he was looking at his right hand. And just like that, he knew which hand was used. One led to another. James' hand was now bloody of mush after when Listener smashed it with a hammer. Please, have mercy. Oh, funny. Did you end up showing mercy when you end up slapping Tessa across the fucking face with this hand? Gesturing, grabbing James's mangled, mushed up right hand and then shaking in front of it, making the man groan and slightly almost scream in pain. I'm gonna give you a fucking warning, and your only warning towards you, James. He said as he got close to the man's face as he held it in place, and the man looking at the drone with fear. In his life, he would never expect to be feared by a drone or be scared by one. You lay one hand on Tessa. Anything necessary, even think about punishing her in ways I get from my other drone. I'm gonna murder you. No, I'm gonna skin you alive and throw you in an anthill covered in honey and watch you scream that you're being eaten slowly. Got it? Jameson replied. And next, I said, did you get that, you fucking shithead? Yes, I'm sorry. Please stop. The man, the once done to be a prideful, selfish, greedy bastard, ended up arriving in for as a pathetic child. Pathetic. He then looked at Louise. You! If I hear you also doing the same thing like that, I'm gonna end up making some of these guide drones here. He gestured towards all the male drones. Have fun with you. And believe me, they're gonna have a real good time with your body. He said as all the male drones chuckled at the idea. And later on this morning, Tessa was released early from the basement and she looked at her parents. They ended up being present along with Listener. He ended up smiling at her and then said, don't worry, your parents end up having an agreement that whatever mistakes you end up making, I'll make sure to correct it in a kind, gentleman way. He said, really? She smiled at her parents, and then Listener looked at them with a sharp dagger look, and they agreed. Yes, Tessa, whatever you do, we won't punish you like we always do. You have our blessing, Listener. They said, kind of now scared. And let's just say Tessa didn't mind that. And next thing you knew, the one who's been calling shots now is none other than Listener. And he's not gonna end up letting anyone else hurt his beloved Tessa. Not on his watch. Not on any time of his watch, too. That's a promise he's gonna keep.